I'd rather be a man. I'm going through the menopause, you see. My husband, he's not very sympathetic. He says you should try shaving every day. Not that he's been shaving every day since he's been retired. He should say you should try shaving once a fortnight and on special occasions. I'd volunteer to shave every day, then go through this change of life stuff. Although I'm not far off it anyway. Shaving. What with pulling hairs out my chin with my tweezers and bleaching my upper lip, I think shaving would be much easier. Andy's been complaining of the cold. I keep switching the heating off. It's these hot flushes, although I call them energy surges, on account of you could light a 4-ring hob with the amount of heat that I'm giving off. In America, they call them hot flashes, like it's a news alert. Happens once and it's over quickly. I have that many energy surges, it's like being on holiday permanently in the Caribbean, only without the cocktails and the view. Sweat pouring down the small of my back and down my face. I've had to stop wearing eyeliner. I was beginning to look like Alice Cooper. We went to my niece's wedding. I was really worried that I'd be there in my posh frock and I'd have a surge and I'd end up with sweat patches. So I strapped sanitary towels to my armpits. My husband reckons this is the reason for global warming, women's hot flushes. Women all over the world flushing at the same time. I've been doing some reading about it. Hot drinks, caffeine and alcohol make it worse, just when I need them the most. A nice hot cup of coffee first thing in the morning to help me wake up when I've hardly slept all night, and a nice glass of wine in the evening to help me relax after a difficult and emotional day. My friends have been giving me some advice. I'm taking that many herbal remedies that my sideboard looks like a chemist shop. They say have plenty of calcium, only don't eat dairy. They don't get hot flushes in Japan, apparently. It's all that tofu and soya milk and soya beans. So I'm having the soya milk. Lukewarm soya milk, a decaf tea. It's hardly worth bothering. Oh, and the mood swings. I had to explain to my son what was going on. He popped round to do some washing and we ended up having a row about something or other. Anyway, I was screaming and shouting in his face. And then I ran upstairs and slammed the door like a teenager. When I came back downstairs, he was sat in exactly the same position that I'd left him in, completely traumatised. I apologised. I kept hugging him and telling him how much I loved him, sobbing down the back of his neck. The upside is, he reckons he can do his own washing now. Hand washing in the sink, in his flat. Then there's the crying. The other day, I was crying to that song by Kenny Rogers, Coward of the County. And then it was tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. I had to pull over, I was crying that much, I could hardly see to drive. What with being angry or crying, I'm having to apologise to somebody almost all the day. We've worked out there's about 40 minutes where I'm actually quite nice and normal. My husband texts people who are wanting to speak to me to say that now's a good time. They've got a queuing system going on, a bit like waiting to buy ham at the deli counter in Sainsbury's. So you can get this magnet, which you attach to your pants. I thought I'd give it a go. I mean, it's a bit alternative, but I'll try anything. So I buys this magnet and I attach it to the waistband of my trousers. And I'm going along quite happily. I was wearing it in the house, going for a walk, doing some shopping. Well, it was all okay until I went to Iceland. And I'm walking around doing my shopping quite happily when I needed some frozen chips. And I look and there's only a few packets left of the ones that I need to get. My husband, he's very particular about his frozen chips. So I lean right in to pick up this packet. And it's fine, I can reach them. I grab them. Only when I try to pull them out, stand up, you know, I can't move. My stomach has got attached to the freezer. I look and I'm stuck to the edge of the freezer like a half-price sticker. I had to slide myself along the freezer to get to the edge so I could drag myself off. I decided I'd give up on it. So I went home, and my daughter had popped round and asked my husband if he could look after Leo, our grandson, for a bit while she went out. They were playing quite happily together. So I went in, put the shopping away, put the kettle on. So I carried through a tray with 2 cups of tea and a squash through to the living room. Well, Leo, he just looks at me and starts laughing. What's funny, I say. Well, he's just pointing and laughing. I look down, I've got a teaspoon stuck to my middle. I've sold it on eBay. I've said that it's very good for helping with your mood. Well, other people's anyway.